Hi everyone, thanks for joining Muda Production once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember to share the video. And if you watch any video at all on Muda Production that you enjoy, which I'm sure you do, me know you must find one video out of how many may have up here wanna enjoy. Thumbs up the video, please. Sometimes I forget to thumbs up videos, so as a reminder, thumbs up the video. Highly appreciated. So today, me just invite everybody to come on in and keep me company. I'm making dinner. So may I get ready to put on some pasta. I'm making macaroni and cheese, and I'm getting ready to boil the pasta. So I'm gonna fill the pot with some water and add some salt. So I'm just gonna put on a pot to make the pasta, boil the pasta. Add some salt. I'm gonna leave that to go and boil so I could make my macaroni. Boil my macaroni. Like I said, I'm making macaroni and cheese. So here I have half of a whole chicken seasoned. I seasoned it overnight, so it has been marinating for over 12 hours. So the seasoning well soaking, right? And I'm going to spray some palm on there, olive oil. My hands are messy from the chicken, don't watch that. You could drizzle with oil if you want. Use whatever grease you want, you desire, but it helps the skin to crisp up nicely. And then I'm gonna cover it with foil paper once again before I put it in the oven. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cover it so it can steam up, and the steam makes it cook, right? And then I'm gonna put this in the oven, and we're gonna go from there. Ooh, the heat is coming on strong in here. And I put it on the top shelf, and the water is still going. It's starting to boil already for the macaroni. So let me get the macaroni in. So this was on sale, and I went with this brand macaroni. I've used it before, so it's not bad. It come out nice, same way, cook faster. So the water boiling. So let's get this in there. I'm not measuring, I'm just estimating. I'll make a nice tray of macaroni and cheese. I don't know exactly how much I put in here, but it's like a half a box. I think I'm gonna add some more to it. Let me see something. Almost more than half a box, you know. I'm gonna add a little more to it. Let them things swell up, you know. Macaroni swell up. Alright, so I'll just leave that, make it cook. now here I have the pork chops, what they call tomahawk pork chops. Cause some big pork chops. Look at these people, them biggie, right? Them big man. So these going to bake as well. Them huge, you know. See that? These were also seasoned since last night. So I have a pan of them, and they're going into bake as well. I couldn't decide if I wanted to like brown them off first, then put them in the oven to finish up, but I'm just gonna put them in the oven. Me short pan time, so I just put them in the oven. Cause if you brown them up, you have to go put one at a time, and they're so huge. This one I cut in 2 pieces. They're so big. So let's see if I could fit them in the pan. That's a big pan, really big pan. And I'm gonna sprinkle with a little soy sauce. I have to be careful because it was seasoned with powder seasoning that already has salt in it. So this helps to get more flavor, of course, and a little more color. I'm not gonna add anything else to it except some orange juice, regular orange juice. So I'm gonna just pour some in, not much, in between, and it helps to encourage the juices as well. But once you cover it, it's going to sweat, you know. So I'm gonna just cover it up and put it in the oven. Stay tuned. I think I need more than 1 piece of foil. The pan is so big, and I doubled up on the pan because these are the pans I get from Dollar Tree. They're not that strong. All right, so I'm just gonna cover this up and put it in the oven. The pasta is ready. It's cooked. Now take long for cook, and you don't want to overcook them because remember they're getting baked in the oven. So I'm gonna drain the water off of this. So I'm also going to make this rice to go with it. The Spanish rice, pasta blend with bell peppers in a sweet tomato sauce. I've never made this one before. I've actually made this one before. I like the flavor of this one. This is the chicken flavor. Same rice and pasta blend, but only in a savory chicken flavored sauce. So I decided that I'm going to try this one for a change. I also have 2 batatas, they call it. In Jamaica, we call it sweet potato. We call them sweet potato. But here, them call them batata. In other parts of the world, they call them batata. Not the regular sweet potato that America call yams. These have a white flesh to it and a purple skin. The yams have an orange type of skin, and the meat inside is also orange. I'm gonna bake these 2. I might zhuzh these up a little instead of just plain baked, but those are going along with the rice. And I already have cheese cut up. In here I have extra sharp cheddar and Monterey Jack cheese. As you could see Monterey pepper jack. That's important. Pepper jack, Monterey pepper jack. You could see the little pieces of jalapeno peppers incorporated in it. And that's what's gonna make the macaroni and cheese, the cheese sauce for the macaroni. So stay tuned, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, now let's see what the directions for the stovetop thing say. In medium saucepan, bring 2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon vegetable oil optional, to a boil, stir, reduce heat, simmer, and cover for 7 minutes. All right, pretty much like the other one. So I'm gonna add a piece of butter to the water that's on the burner instead of vegetable oil. That's probably about 2 cups of water. Let me double check. Yeah, probably about 2 cups of water that. Right? And then what it say here. 2 cups of water, 1 tablespoon vegetable oil, and let boil. Okay, so I'm gonna add some butter to that and make it come to a boil. So I have this jar of pickled beets for the longest time. I've tried them before and them taste nice, but the thing with beets is like whatever you serve it with, it's like me can't get myself to serve it next to the food on my plate because it red up everything it touch. You understand? So it's like me that I just eat it separately in a little bowl, but very healthy, good for almost everything. Anytime you see anything with that type of color in it, it has to be good for something. All right, the water boil up now. So I'm gonna add this. It looks good. It smells good too. I like Knorr products. Not promoting anything, but I like Knorr. Their stuff are usually pretty good. But like I put too much water in there, you know. I don't know. Like I forgot to add a little more rice to it. I'm gonna see as it go do. Let's see. I lowered the heat as well as added a little bit more rice in it because I think I had a little too much water. I judged wrong on the water, but that's okay. You just come out to what we Jamaican says, we stretch the rice, right? So I'm gonna make that simmer. All right, people. So while the rice are steam and the meat in the oven, I'm gonna go ahead and make the sauce for the macaroni and cheese. Stay tuned. So I'm gonna just make the sauce in the same pot that I did the pasta in, and let me get some light going in here. So I'm gonna turn the burner on and start melting some butter. Don't want the burner too high, so I'm gonna lower that a little bit just to get the butter melted. gonna add some milk, and I'm using regular milk because I'm not the only one eating this thing. If it was just me, I would use my almond milk. But I have to take one for the team, guys. So what I'm doing here is really making a roux. If that's what it's called, I might have it wrong, but I'm just really trying to thicken this up. I'm going to add some more milk because everybody like cheesy macaroni, and you like when all the cheese, you know, get in between the nooks and the cranny of the elbows. So I'm just gonna let that warm up a little bit with the melted butter, and then add the rest of stuff in. For me, this is kind of like my birthday dinner that I didn't get to make. Birthday pasta, I never make a birthday dinner. So this is kind of like something like that, right? So now I'm gonna add some flour. You know what? Let me blend this flour in some milk because I don't want it to get lumpy. So I'm gonna blend it up in some milk. Because sometimes when you add the flour into hot liquid, it gets lumpy, lumps up. So just blend it up in some cold liquid and then add it, just to be on the safe side. I don't want to be standing here all day getting lumps out, right? So I'm going to just go ahead and pour that in. And I'm going to crank the heat up so this could thicken as well. I want it to thicken. I'm creating the sauce for the elbows. So I'm turning the heat up, way up. In the meantime, I'm going to make some more flour mixture in case that needs it. Remember the cheese going in here too, you know. And the cheese will help to thicken the mixture as well, right? But it's just the sauce we're creating, so you want plenty of sauce over your macaroni. Make it nice and cheesy. All right, let's stir so it start thickens and don't get lumpy. See, it's starting to thicken, start get thick. We want enough to go over all that macaroni elbow, right? Want enough. It's a big pan, so we want enough of that to go over there. Enough sauce. All right, it's thickening, as you guys can see, and I could smell the meats in the oven smelling so nice. See, it's thickening. See, it's starting to coat the spoon too. So now I'm gonna slowly add the cheese. Let me make sure everything is everything, right? All right, let's get the cheese. Let's get the cheeses in there. See that? Big bag of cheese. Pepper jack. And extra sharp. I love extra sharp cheddar. I love extra sharp cheese. You get all that tangy flavor. Start bubbling. Starting to bubble. Let's get all that cheese in there. Let's get all that niceness in there. And we're going to save some to sprinkle on top. So let's save a little bit. Let it melt through. Slowly, slowly but surely, you understand? You don't want it to burn. See how it get nice and thick and everybody are melt up together. Look at that, man. Cheesy sauce. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more milk to the mix. Just a little more. Like so. And I'm gonna add a little bit more salt, just a tad, just a tad, you know, to wake up the cheese, the tanginess of the cheese. And let it melt. So we're gonna leave this to come together, melt nice and beautifully. And then when we're coating the macaroni elbows with the cheese, I'll come back and we do that together. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up the videos. For all the new viewers, thanks for joining, thanks for watching. But please, if you like what you're seeing, subscribe and also give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate that. The rice cooking up nicely. Need a little more time because I had added regular rice to it. So that has to cook through to blend in with the packaged rice and pasta. But it's coming along good. See there? Everything melt up now, you know. Look at that. Cheese sauce is ready. Right? So I'm going to pour it over my pasta. I could put the pasta back in the pot and get everything in it, but I think it's going to make too much of a mess. I'm in a little mood for all that cleaning up. So I'm going to pour this over that. Let me start by so. Look at that, man. I'm going to just do it this way because it's easier for me that way. I don't feel like cleaning up no cheese over no surface or nothing. I'm sure you guys can understand that. So I'm going to do it just like so. And then I'll mix it. Just like this. And then I mix it in the same pan that it's going to be baked in. Let's work. Make sure, hold on. Make sure there's cheese everywhere. Look at that, man. Start look good already. You can't eat it like this, you know. Cheese not for cook. You don't have to cook the cheese. And you certainly don't have to cook the macaroni because it's already cooked. Look at all that cheese, people. This is most nice, man. Take a nice. Wow, look at that. It's like a super nice, man. Whole lot of cheese. And I was gonna put mozzarella cheese on top, but I'm not gonna bother. So not gonna bother. I don't even think I'm gonna bother with the other cheese that I have in the bag left over that I was gonna sprinkle on top. Look at this. This is so cheesy already. So cheesy already. Look at that, man. All right. I'm gonna do it, people. Oh boy, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Let's get it nice and cheesy. You want to taste the cheese flavor, I know. Don't let the sauce fool you, because the sauce might look like it's a lot of cheese sauce, but in actuality, it's a lot of the flour mixture with milk. You want to taste the cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and dump that on there. I make it nice and cheesy. But I'm going to work it in. I'm going to work it in so you get burst of cheese flavor in every bite. Take that in, people. Just take it in. Take it in. And I'm going to add that as well. I really want that cheesy flavor. I really do. I don't want just macaroni and milk or starch. I want to taste the cheese. That was 1 bar each of the extra sharp cheddar and 1 bar each of the pepper jack. So I'm going to mix this in as well. Because like I said, we want the flavor of the cheeses. The sauce will fool you into thinking it's a lot of cheese, which is enough. But I want to make sure we get that cheesy flavor. I can't stress that enough. All right. That should be good. And one last thing. A little bit of this on top. I always tell you guys that we eat with our eyes. So you want things to look pretty to go along with the beautiful taste and aroma. Who agree with me? I know y'all agree with me. We eat with our eyes. So you want it to look nice. And there you have it. This bad boy or this bad girl is ready for the oven. All right, I'm going to make room in here. Oh, it's hot in there, people, as is expected. Let me move over this, and I'm going to put it on the top shelf. Top shelf. All right, and later on we're going to check on the meats in there. Check in on the tomahawk chops. Pork chop them. Them tender, them nice and tender, you know. Them tender because look at that. Maybe put meat tenderizer upon them too, you know. So them cook. Them not take long to cook anyway because even though they're big cuts, they're not thin, but they're not thick. See? Them cook already. So I'm going to juice them up and maybe check on the other rest of meat them. And this is the chicken, the progress of the chicken. And the macaroni and cheese are melt up nicely. Me soon take the foil paper off of both of them so them can get some color and all that. But me go base this chicken with some of its juice. Keep it nice and succulent, you know. Yeah. Yes, so this is as far as the chicken come. I added some carrots. Kept them nice and chunky. And some onion wedges. Wedges are onion. And I stuff some garlic under the wing. Just chop up a piece, 2 pieces of garlic and some over it. And I'm going to let it finish up because it's cooking now. It's pretty much cooked. But I want the carrot roast with it. And the macaroni and cheese is melted. I'm just leaving the foil paper off so it kept some color. And crisp up, and everybody crisp up and nice. Now, as for the tomahawk pork chops, I added a little browning sauce to make gravy and a little bit of ketchup just to thicken it. And I also added some garlic. And I'm going to add some onion rings on there as well for added flavor. Because like you guys know, or if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, I like to layer flavors. So that is it, guys. See it there? Everybody go do what they do, and we'll come back and check and see how far we've gotten. As for the Spanish rice is done, looking good, smelling good, and I can't wait to try it. As soon as the mac and cheese is out of there, I'm gonna put these bad boys into bake. So stay tuned, guys. Tomahawk pork chops are all done. They're nice and tender. I just needed them to catch some color. And there's some gravy on the bottom of them as well. Yeah. And then over here is the macaroni and cheese. Let me show you what that looks like. Now that it's all done, there you have it. Baked macaroni and cheese. Looking good. With all those cheeses. Mozzarella, pepper jack, and extra sharp cheddar. The chicken is at, believe me, it's cooked. But, and so are the veggies. But let me go in some more so I can see. But, and there are the onion wedges. But I really just wanted to get some more color. And those are the sweet potatoes. So I'm going to leave this in and we're going to come back and check on it. But it's cooked. I just need it to look more pretty, more color. My sweet potatoes. And as you can see, it's not the yams. This is real batata, sweet potato. It's really hot. So I'm going to zhuzh it up and make some candied yams with a little brown sugar, some butter, and cinnamon. Put some cinnamon on there. Not too much. Don't want to overdo it, but you want to get the flavor. And then I'm just gonna, they were baking for about 40 minutes, I'll say. Ooh, they smell so good. Ooh, they're hot, they're hot, they're hot, guys. Hold on. Okay, so I got them all wrapped back up. And they were baking for about 40 minutes. So I'm gonna pop them back in the oven for another maybe 5 more minutes. Just to let them cook through thoroughly and get the sugar, the brown sugar all melted up and nice and gooey. And come back and check on them.